Hi Year 9, welcome to the second lesson of the week. Today we are focusing on question 2, the language question, and you're still looking at the friend request extract that I sent you yesterday for yesterday's lesson. So today you are going to complete question 2 with your keywords being describe and setting. Your do now is in front of you, so how many marks is question 2 worth, how many minutes, and what are the key skills? Okay, so if you can answer those questions now for me, please, in your books. Okay, so today's big question is how does the writer use language to describe the setting? So obviously with this question you are focusing on language features such as alliteration, metaphor, simile, repetition, etc, etc, and you're looking at a particular section of the text in this section. So for question 2, I'd like you to annotate the question and box off the extract. So if you can write the question now in your exercise book, how does the writer use language to describe the setting? And you are looking in detail from lines 1 to 8 only. So lines 1 to 8, so box off the section that you're looking at, please, now. And write the question for me, how does the writer use language to describe the setting in your book, so that you can annotate round the question. So leave enough room, please, to annotate the question. Okay, so just looking at my annotations in front of you. So look, obviously, how does the writer use language? How means techniques. The focus of the question, obviously, is focused on how the writer uses language, and you're looking at the setting. Okay, so you're looking at why the writer uses these techniques, what effect it has on the reader. Okay, so please now spend 2 minutes in silence annotating the extract independently, looking for language devices. It does always give you 3 bullet points, this question, to focus on just to help you. So you're looking for writer's choice of words and phrases, language features and techniques, or sentence forms. Again, these are a guide. Obviously try and include at least one example of each. And obviously then you can build on some of those into analysing the effect. Okay, remember your key 3 words or phrases. So remember, when you're annotating, you're looking for 3 or 4 key things to focus on in particular. Methods such as alliteration, metaphor, simile, repetition, juxtaposition, the effect of the word on the reader, and then a lot about a little. Maybe you're zooming in, you're exploding the quote, and you're thinking about the connotations of certain individual words to analyse. And then finally, just to make you think a little bit further, thinking about some big ideas, have a read of the bottom right blue box as well, just for some things for you to think about. Okay, once you've done that, I'd like you to fill in the table. I've attached it separately on Teams. So I've given you a quote. So garden is wearing, malevolent giants and carefully are the 3 key quotes I want you to focus on. I want you to pick out the subject term, the emotion the reader would feel, and the effect created by the writer through this emotion. So if you can fill that table in now and stick it into your books, please. And obviously send it over when you take a photo of your whole book so I can mark it properly. And then look in now at standardising your response. What are you aiming for? What sort of things are we looking for? So obviously level 4 is perceptive analysis. You could look at things like semantic fields of decay through dark colours such as brown, grey, darkening, maybe symbolic of death. And these juxtapose, they contrast how a garden should be. So bright and colourful, a symbol of life, growth as opposed to death. I'm not going to read the whole slide, but if you want to just sit a second now and spend some time pausing the video and looking at some of the things you could have had. And then finally, your big question. So obviously building on and using everything you've annotated, clapped, exploded, I'd like you now to answer the question, how does the writer use language to describe the setting? Some sentence starters are on the screen in front of you to help you. Any questions, please send them to me via Teams. I'll be happy to help, and obviously I'll be marking these in due course. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Bye bye.